First of all, let me express something to you. It should not have been that hard to hit that button. I believe someone else is on my phone today. But guess what? Guess what? The Lord told me to speak from my heart as I usually do. All right? So, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. How about that? I pray that you're having a beautiful morning. Guess what? I've been up moving around early. I have a lash that's over here, right? But guess what? That's going to be all right, too. I'm going to keep on going. How about that? I am going to keep going. Is that better? Is that a little better? Okay. Okay. Could be a little better. Okay. Let's see. Anyway, welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome, as I was saying. All right, so here we go. Guess what? I am feeling so excited. I am feeling so... Man, I have all these great feelings, okay? I said, let me get on really quickly today and just chat. My daughter always says, why in the world you have that phone so close? I'm like, I don't know why I have that phone so close, but I don't know. So let me pull the phone back a little bit and readjust myself. Yes, hallelujah. So listen, okay, I want to talk today from the heart, okay? Matters of the heart today. I want to talk to you from the heart. Now let me tell you where I am. And maybe that's what many people should do before they start to speak, okay? I'm going to tell you where I am right now because you never know what a person has on their mind, what's going on. You never, you know, you don't know where sometimes, okay? When you hear the things and the energies are moving around and things are coming out, you just never know. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, okay? So here we are right now, and I want to share with you, my God, some things, okay? I'm going to share with you some things. Good news, amen. Somebody say good news. Good news. No drama, good news, but the truth. Okay, so, go and grab your tea, and let's do a little tea talk right real quick. Get your coffee, get your lemonade, right? Whatever you do, go ahead on. Let's kick it for a quick moment. So, excuse any noise you may hear in the background. It's always busy, as I said, all right? But we're going to keep moving. I'm going to go ahead and ignore the distractions, all right? Look, in the middle of doing the video, because I started a little earlier, I had to get up and cook something real quick for someone. And I'm like, okay, but I can do that. And get back on. It's all good. Here we are. Thank you. Here we are. So I expressed, some things about, so I originally came to YouTube. I started doing videos. I mostly talked about my business. All right, that's what I talked about, my business. Okay, I'm like, hey, boop, 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 boop. Really excited, right, to share some business things with you. And then I'm going to tell you that I noticed some things took a turn, right? And so I had to address that, okay? So I went through something called being targeted. But, me being targeted wasn't in a, it wasn't lightweight. It was heavy, like some unbelievable targeting, okay? On a whole nother, baby, they spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money, gathered a lot of groups, gathered a lot of people, used Everybody and their mama, use the judicial system, use leaders, right? Stay with me. Leaders that are supposed to, they're paid, meaning we done voted for them somewhere, meaning they are supposed to protect, serve, make things better, right? Oh my goodness. This thing that came from me was so vicious. Oh, baby, so vicious. And I mean, they had even paid the media people and different things like that, right? Very hostile attack. That's what they did, right? But the only thing about what they did, and see, many people that have went through this attack did not make it. They didn't make it. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. I'm talking about some people really did go insane. And you know why they went insane? Because when they were going through this attack, many people didn't believe them. And the ones that did believe them, meaning they knew about it, meaning they knew of such a thing, meaning they've heard of such a thing, those people sometimes don't talk about it. They don't warn you. They don't say, I think. They don't want anything to do with it. Oh, yeah. So I found out from a military lady a while back that many people, she said many people go through this. She would know. Oh, she would know because she was a part of attacking people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thing is, they target you. They'll watch you, especially if you're a person that, you try very hard to live a good life and you have certain qualities about yourself, especially that are attractive in a way that you work to be very independent. Even if you have a load on you, you move in a very independent way, okay? You don't break, you're not into breaking rules and breaking laws. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Let's be clear. You don't even have a record on you where you're caught up in anything, right? And I'm going to share with you right now. I ain't no spring chicken. I'm in my 50s, okay? And so I'm going to tell you about this. Wow, God. But what happened is they targeted the right person. They targeted the right person. They really did. Because what they didn't know is that I already had been through a lot of things in my life, okay? I had already been through a lot, okay? And the way that I'm wired, I don't go by what people say. I go by what people do, okay? And many people should, you know what I'm saying? You learn to live that way, and you can protect yourself a little better. Not by what they say. We're going to go by exactly what they do. Oh my. So let me tell you what I mean. Okay. So after being targeted and going through my healing, okay? So going through my healing, I love to mention this. I have another page. It's called Nikki Talk to Me. It's called Nikki Talk to Me. And it's with the red lips, and that's Nikki, Nikki, Talk to Me, all right? When I started that page, I just wanted to do a talk, chat. And then it wound up being where that I was telling my story, okay? I wound up telling my story, about some things that I had to go through. Yes, on that channel. When I was going through what I was going through, you may hear some profanity. Oh no, as a matter of fact, it's not may. You gonna hear some. It was, I had to express And I was trying to let people know what really had taken place, okay? And to this day, many don't know all of the details of what happened, but, many do. They know what they do. They know what they do. So, as I was saying, right now, let me tell you where I'm at right now. I've gotten back to this. So, when you go through an attack, the way God dealt with me, I had to stop talking. I had to stop talking. God worked with me that way. He said, don't tell another soul. Don't say anything. Because first of all, I didn't clearly understand what was going on. I was too good, meaning I knew I was too good. When I say too good, I'm talking about too good, meaning I woke up and lived my everyday life to be better than the next day. Better than the next day. God, this is going to be better. You wake up and you like, oh my goodness. When I wake up, I don't care what's going on. I speak great things over my life. I had coached myself very well. All right? So I've always been an upbeat, happy, as a matter of fact, how may I help you type of person. Right? Right? Love making my own bread. Try to make my life in such a way that I don't have to rely on others for anything. All right? Ding, 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 right? I'm like, okay, so, it's just other things. And then, not to mention, being good to other people. That was effortless to me because I love myself. So that's easy. I'm like, oh, baby, that's easy. That's easy, right? Honey? But then the devil came for me. I said, what in the world? On a whole nother level. On y'all have no idea what I'm saying to you. Okay? And then people love to say, you hear the snoring in the background, just ignore it, I'm going to keep going. Listen, people love to say, you don't know who you are, you this, Trust me. Many people know who they are. Why would you think God wouldn't show them first who they are? Yes, they do. They know. They know enough. Okay? They know enough. Sometimes people struggle sometimes people may struggle with I don't even so I'm gonna take that word back. Struggle. It's not that you struggle with it, it's just that sometimes people don't want you to know what they know. They don't want others to know what they know. Some people don't want to correct their behaviors or different things like that. It's something along the lines. But people know. They know. You could meet someone. I remember I met someone, and I had him Johnny on the spot. Back in the day, I had him Johnny on the spot. This guy just come up and start talking to me. And it was my first time meeting him, and someone introduced him to me. But that guy was he was possessed. He had a demon on him. And he celebrated that demon. He wanted to be Satan. And he was hired for a certain thing, and they paid him in drugs. So I'm standing here looking at this guy, and I can read all of this stuff on him. And as a matter of fact, I prophesied to him right there. You'll see on my videos, I usually don't talk about what I'm talking about, but I'm going to do it right now. I told this guy exactly who he was, because I could clearly see that. So that's a gift too that many people have, where they could talk. Like, I could talk to someone for about a minute and a half, and if they're not meeting me on foolery, because a lot of times people like to throw people in your face just to see how you react and what you do. And actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When people come to me and they're not there because it's just like natural and they're staging something, I get really irritated. Oh, I get so irritated. Now that right there is very annoying to me, and don't try to like, okay, now that you know and you play with me because that's something you don't want to play with. Just don't do it. That's very irritating. Irritating. Don't stage. I don't need you to stage things around me. I see it all the time. I could give everybody the play because it just as you studied me, I studied you. You know, I got the whole playbook on how you do things. You know, a while ago, I'm jumping around, but stay with me. I do truth talk, and I just do it. I let it flow naturally. I remember I had got. I'll get back, but I had got really irritated one day um, because I had police officers they kept just bothering me and bothering me like they thought this was so funny. And I got so pissed one day. Boy, I got so pissed. I was like, okay. I said, this was some years ago. I did a video on it, so somebody seen the video. You know, many people seen that video. They attached to your phone. I got so pissed one day. I said, I done had it. I said, you don't know the things I could tell on many of you police officers. I said, the things that were done, the things that, I said, you have no idea the things that I could share. Like, you don't know. I said, you think that I'm a single mom with my children, you know, moving around. I said, you don't know who I am. You have absolutely no idea. And let me tell you what I meant. People sometimes think that you are people that are quiet, baby, they quiet for a reason. Not that it's something bad or something like that. They just don't want to be bothered with your foolishness. Okay? And guess what? Not that they feel some type of way like they're, you know, oh my God, you know, not like that. They just really don't want to be bothered, and you should leave that alone. You shouldn't poke at it. You shouldn't test it. You shouldn't do any of that. Okay? But I remember I said that day, that evening, I was so angry. I expressed. That video's in the cloud somewhere. I expressed. I said, you watch this. You think you know, you gonna keep. I was just because I had warned people so many times, stop playing with me. So everything that I have said over the years that would happen, all of it came true. Everything that I said would happen has come true over the years. Okay? From many people watching me go through the attacks that I've went through, a lot of people changed their lives around. Okay? A lot of people witnessed me go through it. Wait a minute. Wait. Still going through it. But let me tell you something. I never wavered in a way that I would cancel out God, where I didn't trust God, where I turned and I was cruel to people after what they had done to me. What they tried to make me turn out to be just didn't happen for them. And the reason it was never going to go that way is because they didn't know who they were coming for in the first place. Like, whoever started all this and lied, they cheated a lot of people out of a lot of time in their life with their children and loved ones. Some of those people, family members, them gone on and passed away because they were joining things to attack innocent people. My God, yes, 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 yes. Oh, trust me. Trust me. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. That's what I say. Are you serious? Put that down. And they're gonna have the nerves to roll your eyes. You better go and sit down. So anyway, that just I don't want you drinking out of my drink, baby. Which one? Please go sit down. you. Thank you. So anyway, back to where I was. Okay, back to where I was. Do you want some more? It's up there. Get some more. No, no, no. Finish yours. Anyway, so listen, I couldn't ignore him. Okay. So here we go. Um, as I was saying, I felt very angry, and I said, look, you feel that you could just keep. I mean, I had asked him so many times to please stop, and the more I asked for them to stop, the more they would. Oh, baby, they was laughing, they butts off until they couldn't. To God shut their whole face down. Oh, they was laughing, and guess what? I had to. Things start changing. Now, what happens is people were lying to people. They were still bringing people in, so they'll recycle people, get a bunch of new people because they had to. Because people would say, "Why am I doing this stupid stuff?" I mean, they even had our military people on assignment attacking people. You would not believe this. Oh, you would not believe this. Having them on assignments that was even against their whole being. Their whole being as to why they signed up for the military in the first place. Giving them psychological conflict. You see? I'm going to tell you guys one thing about being a beautiful soul. Especially when you are into certain things or... so I never talked about a whole lot of certain things to people. And people may feel like cheated, by certain things because, when I meet a person, I have to meet you where you are. I have to meet you where you are. And most people, what they'll believe. If you're in the beauty game, they feel like you only know about hair and makeup and stuff, and guess what? That's on you. That I would say that's on a person. That's on you. And then the other thing is when there's a place and time for things. But sometimes when certain people come to meet you that are carrying something, especially something that's loaded, honey, that's for the masses or whatever, guess what? We're also seeing what we have to work with. That's why I do my own investigations. We have to see what we're working with. People meet you, they're checking you out too to see what we're working with. Is this a clown? Is this person true to themselves? I'm just saying. Yeah, it's real. Okay, so here we go. Let me keep going. All right, so let me tell you where I am. So after going through, because like I said, I had got very quiet. Because I was in shock because it seemed like I was having problems with people that I didn't even know. And I'm thinking like, this is crazy. And I'm such a good quality person. How could this be? It just wasn't making any sense. But someone decided to do a hate smear campaign against my life. A person that's a natural healer. Naturally, baby. They decided to do that to someone that's called to heal, to love, out of jealousy, out of being envious. And you would say, well, why were they so jealous or envious of you? Let me break it down for you. So, people will cheat you. They'll cheat you out of your life if they can. Do you agree? You don't have to. Let me tell you about it. Some people don't even know they're being cheated. People will cheat you out your life. Yes, they will. Let me tell you how. People have you worshiping things that are not even, they're not even real, not true. Um, they'll have you worshiping illusions, right? People have you worship things, right? So what it is, you'll start to take a huge part of your life and start going after things that other people want for you, okay? Or even things that you want for yourself, okay? You want this, or and I'm not talking about a sense of like just material things or something like that. No, I'm not talking about that, okay? Because having beautiful things is a beautiful thing, okay? Period. All right, no, and nothing is wrong with it. Are you okay? Hey, I'm on video. Who you talking to? Okay. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry, Mom. I bet you. Like, were you dreaming, or was Malcolm bothering you? Malcolm, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. So listen to this. I'm gonna keep going. I'm keep going. Y'all just talk lower. But listen. Uh, as I was saying. So it's not just about being material or anything like that, like worshiping material things. No, people will take you right off. Okay, it's more so the things people will do for things. I think that's mostly it. It's what people will do for stuff. It's what they'll do. It's even now let me tell you why it's not about just being material, because they got people, honey, they can have it all. They can have it all in life, all the material things or whatever they work for. How, but let me tell you, that ain't good enough. They want your soul. I mean, these people got money in the bank. What? No, baby. The God can bless them with all of that, even if they didn't get it the right way, okay, and they got it the wrong way. So, say for example, they cheated to get however and whatever. But the thing is, let me tell you about that. That don't mean that, okay. So God is not the cause of your chaos. Mine's, yours, or whatever. Notice how I said that. Notice how I said that. God is not the cause of your chaos, my chaos, right? But this is how God works. God will allow certain things to take place. He will allow, meaning he's not the cause. But whatever for the lesson is, or what he needs to build in you, and I've learned that a lot of it is to build stuff in you, sisters and brothers. It really is. It's to build things. Because listen to this. I done got excited. I done set up, Jesus. Listen, because if you never go through anything in your life, you never go through anything, right? How are you gonna be able to withstand the heavy load that's coming? The heavy loads that are coming. Okay? When stuff get real, how you gonna be able to deal? And you just been, I've never been through. I met a lady, and she said, oh my God, I've never. And naturally she's lying, because, so many people put on so many airs, right? But I let her go with that, And it's not just her, it's many people, I've never, And then some people, they have had, they've been, that ain't they walk. It's not going to be their walk, okay? It's not going to be their walk. But I must tell you, wow, it's the things that people are not aware of. But we all gonna catch up. We gonna catch up. All right, here we go. Let me break it down. Um, I'm excited. I have not been on for great reasons. Okay, I got so much I want to tell you. This will probably make some of you laugh. Okay, for great reasons. Okay, so when I come on, I want to have something to talk about that's true. And I've learned I need to make sure that I have, could you imagine, I have so, please don't do that. Please get away and have a seat. Don't do that. Girl, you better. Okay. So, I have to make sure that some of the doors that I've been through lately, for whatever the reasons is, okay? For whatever the reasons is that God allowed, um, trust me, I passed the test. Let's just say that. Trust me, I passed the test. That's why there's sometimes, if I know that I have a lot of information to share, but it may not be very lifting and stuff like that, sometimes I don't think, when I say lifting, um, sometimes I want to go in and share some things that I think that people are just not ready for. Because the truth is real. The truth is the truth. And a lot of the things that people think is the big deal is not the big deal. It's far from the big deal. They are wasting their time. They are wasting their time. Truly. Truly. And that goes back to a lot of things that I warned people about. It all came true. It all came true. Look at what we're dealing with today. Look at what we're dealing with today. Look at the stance a lot of people have taken. Look at what a lot of people have done. And guess what? You say what you want, but many people have been affected. Some of our greatest people that you feel like maybe not never ever show up to tell their testimony. You don't know what's truly going on with them, like most people, right? Oh, honey, there's people that have been affected by many things. You just don't know, okay? You just don't know. Example, what you're talking about, Dominique, right? Example, you see how COVID happened? I warn people. Right around COVID, right after COVID, when things were, different. Things that I noticed, the energy, the way things shifted. Look at how they were having meetings while we were in COVID, right? Staging things, doing stuff. You hear me? Finding out who's who and who deal with what, who this, that. Oh, baby, they was linking all that stuff up. Letting people come over and buy properties while you locked in the house in COVID. Letting people go and buy up all the properties from somewhere else. Okay? Oh, they did a lot. They did a lot. Notice how they got people signed up for things that they thought that would be good, or going after people and gang stalking. I know. You think you're doing community stuff, and you turn your little timesheet in to the police station, and they give you so many hours for what? And you riding around setting people up. Most of the time is what you're doing, getting to know who and what, who living like what and who what. It's a lot of things I know. And you turn it into a certain person or place or whatever, or the main district. You'd be surprised. Having our women I'm gonna keep this on the upbeat. I'm gonna keep this upbeat. I'm gonna keep it upbeat. Listen. He's snoring good. Listen to me. I'm telling you right now, after being so silent and going through the healing, had gotten so quiet and shut down a while ago. Went through my healing. And celebrating everybody again. That's what I did before. Celebrating people. The reason I'm saying it like this, it was brought, somebody wanted to bring it to the front, and they spoke about how I love supporting and celebrating other people. Yeah. And I want to let it be clear that you have no idea, for a long time I couldn't celebrate anyone. Right? Meaning, naturally you celebrate them, but you may not, you know, like say for example, you may love or like a certain person, right? And you are like, yes, yes, yes. You would not believe how many people are so jealous that you celebrate other people. They get so jealous. Okay? Unbelievable. They get jealous that you're happy for people. They get jealous. Okay? And you know how I know it's true? Because they notice it. You know how I know it's true? That was a part of them attacking me. Simply because of you celebrating other people. So you think people aren't paying attention to who you celebrate? They are. They are paying attention to who you clap for. I never knew it to be true. Right? They don't even want you to celebrate other people. Who do you think you are clapping for? Okay? Now, you don't know these people's story. You don't know. You don't know what these people are into. Okay? But they're so... even if you're celebrating them. Even if you... especially after they were in the woman's clique, girls' hate clique against you for years. And they see that you're celebrating them. They're like, how dare you clap for me when I mistreated you? Right? I'm here to say, yeah, you did. And I forgave that. Do you hear me? Right? I forgave that. I'm not there. Oh, you wanted to hurt me? Girl, please. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. So, let me tell you something. Whenever you want a message to go through to someone, right? Now, I'm gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat this because I did it on a separate video. Maybe that's one that I did delete. Brothers and sisters, we know that if we want to get a message through in any way, we know how to go, hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Right? Hey sir, hey. Hey sir, hey, hey. Hello. If we want a message to go through, we know how to get to that person. Don't we? Right? So if it's something positive and it's true, we know how to get to that person and tell them. We know how to do that. Right? Especially if it's from a good place. We know how to contact that person and say, hey, girl, hey. Right? If it's supposed to be a loving message. Right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. You gonna be all right though. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. So, if anything, when your heart feels a little tender and you have a message, you know, it's okay too. So you don't have to be, you want to broadcast it wide open, okay? It's okay to start with, oh, okay, okay. We know what we did to you. They lied about you. They put me in on that foolishness. But I see it wasn't true. And I want you to come out of whatever was done to you that hurt so bad. We want you to come out of that. We want you to be all right, sister, brother. We want you to be all right. We want you to be all right. Right? Start with what you did over and over and over again. When your heart's right. So, wait. Maybe that's just me. That's just for me. I'm sorry, you know, because my heart is, I'm intact. Right? Wow. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, boy, hey. Let me tell you where I'm coming from today. I'm feeling good. I'm celebrating again. Meaning I'm sharing the love in a big way again. Hey, baby. Right? I'm feeling good. I came a mighty long way, you guys. I feel so proud of myself. You have no idea. Let me tell you about something. A door that I just came out of that I'm so proud of myself. Okay? Because I do real talk, right? So stay with me, y'all. Baby, listen. I did not want to hear that I had changed a lot. I was like, I ain't changed. What they talking about? I've always been, because I had always been some type of way in another, you know, how I was, or I am, I should say. But you know how you get, you know, criminals doing stuff and they try to change your story, your life. Like, how you just come in somebody's life and you try to change, you know, word their life different, hijack their life, and try to put out there some false things. But guess what? That came, you know. Like, you lied and I prayed that the truth came out and the truth surfaced. And it did. It did. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. So, you know, after you experience certain things, I didn't want to believe that I had, you know, I was like, I ain't changed. I've been such and such a way. The only thing that I don't do is, you know, what I don't do, have sex. Okay, maybe that's why I said, I'm gonna get what I really like, Lord. I'm gonna get what I really like. I don't wanna be, okay, I'm gonna get what I really like, okay? I'll wait for it, okay? So listen, but let me tell you, I have changed. Let me tell y'all how. I done been through some doors where I done had people like really, really try to provoke me. Do you hear me? Like, try to provoke me. Now I'm older now, right? I mean, I'm talking about where they done tried to provoke Miss Dominique, baby. They done tried to provoke me. Do you hear me? Like, say for example, he's like, what you mean, girl? What you mean? Let me tell you, girl, sir, let me tell you. They was trying to get me locked up. Listen, locked up. Okay? Now, when I come up, let me tell you, I love the Lord, but let me tell you, God already gave me permission to be me. All right? God already gave me permission. He said, be yourself. Be yourself. Okay? He didn't want me to come up and be anybody else. And guess what? He'll work on me. He'll work on me. And guess what? I'm letting him work on me. Trust me. I am letting the Lord work on me. All right? But I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing. I done been through some doors of some people that I'd have been okay not even seeing or dealing with or whatever. Meaning, I knew they didn't like me, okay? But I done been through some doors, you guys, right? Just listen to me. Now, when I'm dropping this is probably for, I can't say that. I'm saying this probably for 3 people. But whoever God wants to hear it, will hear it, okay? Listen, maybe to help you with something you're dealing with. Baby, I'm telling you, when people hear that you changed or time has went on, they will try to provoke you. I mean, they will try to provoke you. I've been through some doors where